Road Dog Live is brought to you by Schneider National. Visit SchneiderJobs.com. With that, we're in the program. Casey Phillips with you. Rich Oliveri keeping us all straight, running the producer spot. And we're joined by the cast of Loaded. Now, Loaded is on the Weather Channel. It is on Monday nights at 9 Eastern, and it just started last night, actually, the pilot show. So I want to welcome back in Brenda Banks, Joe Barilari, and Ryan Hasty. Welcome back in, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I'm going through a list of questions. I mean, I couldn't come into this cold, right? And I found out I did not ask Ryan, what is your handle, man?
My handle, lots of guys call me Chip a Lip, or, Shoeless Ryan is kind of what's migrating into be my handle, I guess, seeing as how I don't wear any shoes in my truck, and I tend to leave them out on the battery box and lose a couple pairs.
Wow.
Well, now you know that FMCSA regulations state you're supposed to have hard-soled shoes, right? Just so you know.
That's right.
Yeah, well, I do wear that's why we got leather flip-flops.
I hear you.
Below zero, though, Joe.
Well, we're in Tennessee, and we seldom wear shoes. I have been called on that a couple of times. Richie will ask me, he's like, you got shoes on, I'll take a picture of my bare feet. So it's all good. I'm comfortable with that. That's great.
Yeah.
Let's get back into it. We've already talked a little bit about where you guys come from, how you were approached by the Weather Channel. And I want to find out from Brenda about the same question I just asked Ryan. Do you find it hard to be yourself and be candid with the camera in your face?
Well, me, myself, okay? It is like so natural for me, because, I can be nobody else but me. And
right.
And it's like, like when they first got there, the production team first got there, they set everything up, and then we started going down the road. They started interviewing right away, of course, with me. And we went down the road. My first 2 hours going down the road, I was like, I did not know where in the world I was at. Okay. And because I was just so, taken back by everything that was happening. And I was just leaving from my terminal. And, that's my area,
Right.
But I could not figure out where in the world I was at. But after 2 hours went by, I was like, I was back in, I was back to me. I was most comfortable because I love cameras, I love, stuff like that. And it was fun. I was comfortable. I was most comfortable. Yeah.
Well, good deal.
Yeah.
Now, are they taking you guys out of your comfort zone as far as what you typically run? And I'll ask each of you, and we'll start with Joe. Do you have to run differently than you normally would because of the show?
Well, to be honest with you, since my operation, mostly all I ever do is chase money. With very little, seriously, but with very little exception, that's what I try to do, and so they probably went places they might not have known would be interesting in doing so. But as far as that goes, since my comfort zone is the lower 48, it's a pretty wide area. So we'll do, and I'll go anywhere. I'll do anything if the money's right.
Okay, and Ryan, if I ask you the same question, how has your running changed since the show?
My run changed. I was stuck to the same thing I was doing before, and even when they were here, I was so busy at home doing the loads I was doing. As long as my TV guys could keep up to the pace I was setting, which was pretty tough for them to do,
right.
Then I didn't have to change too much at all. I did all my normal runs. They tagged along, and same thing here now. I mean, it hasn't given me any extra publicity or anything like that to get any extra loads out of my norm. But everything you see on the show is what I do every day. It's day in, day out, same thing, tractors and livestock. That's what I do, and that's what I'm good at.
All right, and so I'm glad you said that because the next question I had for you guys, we talk a lot on this program about different things, and we get the opinions of other drivers out there. And we did talk about reality shows not too long ago, and the talk I hear from a lot of people listen to the program think that reality TV is pretty much all staged to push Hollywood. You know, it's the drama, and it's what sells the airtime. But does Loaded differ from the typical reality specials, and how is it different?
Who you tell stories, Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan, please.
Yeah, no, I don't think from what I did, my film, and I haven't been able to see the TV show yet, but we had pretty dramatic weather every time we were shooting, so there was no need to add any extra drama or fakeness to it. What we did was real. You really can't stage anything when you're driving a truck. I mean, we're out there running the lanes we do, and we deal with what we're faced with every day. And I mean, every day is a different story. You can't predict it, and it's you got to be on your toes all the time to predict what's going to happen. And yeah, so there was nothing that could have been staged. They can't stage a snowstorm to come up, or can't stage anything like that, right? So what happened, and it's all for real, man.
Yes.
That's something else. That is reality. And
Totally.
Joe, how would you answer that question?
Well, I would say that not the only thing that would be different is that, you know, we're trying to show what it's like, and sometimes when you want to show various aspects of what you do every day, if you wake up every day and take your kids to school, and one day you don't take your kids to school because it's Saturday, you might have to drive to school, you know, on a Saturday because that's part of your life, and you have to show it that's the day you're working with. But really, I was expecting a lot more of that sort of thing. I think I may have done it like once. And the rest of the time, we just, you know, take what comes, and sometimes we get things that are a little out of order than they wanted, but nonetheless, it's what we got on that day. So, you know, it's exactly what we do out here. I mean, there's nothing, it's not like we staged a traffic accident or, you know, nothing like that. You know, it's very real.
Gotcha. And looking down the list of the names or the titles of each episode, you got First Winter Storm, Hurricane Sandy, Here I Come, and Others Deep Freeze is the 6th episode. And talking about the weather, I think I remember seeing some little snip that, Brenda, you don't like to drive through inclement weather. Is that true?
Right. You know, as far as like snow and ice, no, that's not my thing. I mean,
okay.
Rain is okay, but snow and ice, brr, no.
So we're talking a little bit in the same vein about having to change the way you do things for the show. So do you tell these guys, hey, I'm not driving because of the weather, or do you keep on driving anyway?
Well, me myself, you know, wherever they sent me, I went. I did not have to shut down one time. You know, having them with me, I think it gave me more courage. And I knew I had, you know, precious cargo on, and I had to be even more safe, you know. So, no, it made me more of a super trucker. It really did. And I was like, wow, I did that, you know. So, and I did it safely.
Now, Brenda, stay with you. Has anything in your personal life changed since the television show?
No, everything's the same, you know. Nothing's changed yet, you know. Nothing has changed yet.
Other than now you're a celebrity.
Right. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Has personal life changed?
Well, I can say that's an unequivocal no, because, you know, I still work on my own truck a lot, and I'm still out here driving just like I am today. So it's not like reality life is going to bring you so much, you know, money that you can afford to change your lifestyle. I'll tell you that.
Gotcha. Yeah, and you know, here's the deal. The attraction to reality television for the folks that are in the industry is that, hey, we can show people real life, and you're doing your same job. It's just you have a couple of extra people in the truck with you, and so I'm sure that it's not going to be, you know, well, it could be. I don't know. It could be fame and fortune come from it. You may park the truck and decide, hey, I'm going to go be an actor. But I think a lot of times for the reality actors, it's more like, hey, I just want to help people understand what it is that I do. Ryan, do you have any changes in your personal life due to the show? Okay, Ryan dropped off. That's fine. But let's go ahead and talk, Joe. You mentioned that you do your maintenance on your truck, and I see on the website that you have some different model trucks. I think there was a Peterbilt, an International, and I think there's a KW. Are the three brands that you guys. So I'll start with you. Who has the best truck?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know who has the best truck. All three of the trucks that are owned by the company, are Pete's, and I've got a guy leased on to me that's an international, and I drove internationals for a while. I think the best truck is the one that's paid off, that you are making money in every day. I mean, if you like it, that's the best truck for you. I don't think there's one best truck that would suit everybody.
Now, that was a politically correct answer, man.
All right. Yes.
I mean, from my perspective, it's really no BS. I like my truck because I like the feel of it, and I like, I like my cat engine, and I'll be sad when I won't have one anymore. Things like that. But, familiarity sometimes breeds contempt, and sometimes it breeds the ultimate. So, you get out of the truck you're used to and get into some other company's idea of what is a good truck. You may love it or you may hate it.
Yeah, I gotcha. Now, I'll be honest with you, Joe. I was hoping to start it up for you guys. So I'm gonna move to Brendan now. Brendan, who's got the best truck?
Oh, you mean as far as out of the whole fleet? You mean of the cast?
Yeah, out of the three of you guys.
Well,
It's a competition, right?
well, I will have to let you know that I have got the best truck, okay? Without a doubt. I have a 2012 Pinnacle Mac, okay? I mean, it's a brand new truck. I put some good miles on it so far, but yeah, I mean, mine is the best.
Okay, now I see what you're looking for.
Okay, Joe, let me come back to you now. And Ryan back. You with us, Ryan?
You betcha, man. Sorry about that.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. We're coming to you in a second. Joe, who's got the best truck?
Well, I'd say I have the best truck. It makes the most money.
What are you driving?
It's pretty good.
I drive a P387.
Oh, okay. What year is that?
Well, this one's it's an 01.
Okay. 01387. I didn't know that they made that model back then.
Yeah, it's the second year of the model.
Okay, gotcha. And you got a cat power?
Yeah, I run a Cat C12.
Awesome. How about you, Ryan? What do you think? Who's got the best truck out of the three of you?
Come on, hands down, the Scotty Longo's Peterbilt wins.
Of course.
This question.
Well, you're the one that had the Peterbilt, because I saw a red oval on there somewhere. I've got red ovals on the sides. Copy that. Gotcha. All right, man. Well, hey, we're going to have to jump out of the way for another quick break. I'm joined by Ryan Hasty, Joe Barilari, and Brenda Banks. They are on the new show, Loaded. It does air on the Weather Channel, Mondays at 9 p.m. Make sure you check them out, and we're going to get to a little bit more conversation right after this. You're listening to Casey Phillips. Richie Oliveri's on the board. It's Road Dog Live, Sirius XM 106.